Hi, I'm Mike Morhaime, CEO and President of Blizzard Entertainment. I was also one of the co-founders. Well, while I was at UCLA, I became very good friends with Alan Adham, who was studying computer science and engineering. He convinced me to leave my job at Western Digital. I graduated about 6 months before Alan, and the two of us went into business, and Alan also recruited another friend from UCLA, Frank Pierce. February 1991, Blizzard Entertainment was started. We called ourselves Silicon and Synapse. My dad was, he really cautioned me against leaving a great job at Western Digital and going and doing this thing that was totally risky and unproven, but at the end of the day, my parents were both very supportive. Now they totally follow Blizzard. They come to all the BlizzCons and save all the articles about the company. We had our theories about how eventually technology would advance and there would be this whole convergence of 3D graphics and alternate realities and virtual worlds and things like that, but I don't think we imagined that it would become as mass marketed as it is today. We have a lot of creative guys at the company. We're all sci-fi and fantasy fans. We're very inspired by all of the people that came before us. Well, most people know Blizzard for World of Warcraft, StarCraft, and Diablo, and also Warcraft, the RTS games. There are a lot of games we started that never quite made it. Probably the most famous of those are StarCraft Ghost and a Warcraft adventure game that we started several years back. There's a point at which we have to make a decision how much effort it's going to take to make the game to like a Blizzard quality game that we're going to be proud of. Some games don't ever quite make it. When we first got into game making in '91, story really wasn't important at all. But as games became deeper, I think we really felt that suspension of disbelief and giving people a reason for why they needed to complete these objectives just made the games more engaging. I definitely consider myself a gamer. Right now I'm playing StarCraft 2 and World of Warcraft, probably the most on the computer side of things, and maybe my favorite game of all time is poker. So growing up, be very competitive with my brother, and we'd play a lot of board games, card games. We have a game called Double Solitaire that's really popular in my family. My mom still beats us. BlizzCon came about following the release of World of Warcraft. So we came out with World of Warcraft in 2004, and the community had grown so large so fast. But it's a lot of fun. It's an awful lot of work to prepare for it. And so in a year like we're having in 2012, where we have multiple products that we're getting ready to launch, we sort of have to kind of scale back. So it won't be a BlizzCon in 2012, but it'll be back with a vengeance in 2013. I'm actually in a heavy metal band. While we were working on Warcraft 3, a bunch of guys at the office, we'd get together and just play cover songs in our spare time. Somebody had the idea, hey, why don't we get this band that you guys have to record a metal song? And so we took one of the songs that we'd written, an original song, we changed all the words to make it Warcraft themed, and we called it Power of the Horde. And that was a track that went on the Warcraft 3 expansion. So fast forward to our first BlizzCon. We wrote 2 more songs and practiced like crazy and opened for the Offspring at BlizzCon. So that's kind of how it started. Gaming is the best.